All right, good afternoon and welcome back in to Farmington High School for the 5A State Basketball Tournament on the Natural State Sports Network, brought to you by UAMS and ASUBB. I'm Steve Henson, along with my guy Tristan Harlan. Tristan, how you feeling about this one? He's feeling good, but he's muted. So I will speak for Tristan at the moment, as he feels great. He feels fantastic, and he's ready to go. But a good one here, and a number 1 seed out of the 5A Central, and the number 4 seed out of the 5A South. So looking forward to what should be a fun basketball game, and two really good teams that are going to make their way out onto the court. So as we await our starting lineups.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Farmington High School welcomes you to Parkview Arena and the 2026 Centennial Mayor 5A State Tournament, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association and hosted by Farmington High School. This is game number 2 here on day 2, which features 2 teams. First, the visiting Arkansas Razorbacks. And the home team, the Parkview Patriots.
So the home team will be the Parkview Patriots. As we bring our starting lineups out.
At guard, a 5'11" senior, number 1, Malik Ward.
So at guard, a 5'11" senior, Malik Ward.
Yes, Steve. There we go. I'm back. Yes, Steve. I'm expecting a big game from Jacob Lanier. I mean, you guys have been talking about him all tournament long.
Sorry to cut you off there. We've got our starting 5 making their way out. Forward, senior number 13, Rondarius Lott. Another forward, 6'4", junior number 15, Chandler Spielman. And at guard, a senior, 6'3", number 23, Trey Rhodes.
Your Razorbacks are coached by Corey Garrett and assisted by
Head coach Corey Garrett of the Arkansas High Razorbacks. Now the starting 5 for the Parkview Patriots, number 1 seed out of the 5A Central. Their only loss in conference play was to Little Rock Christian. Split that series, which gave them the conference victory.
Leading off for the Patriots at guard, a 6'2"
senior guard, 6'2", number 0, Kobe Bell.
At guard, a 6'3" senior.
Senior guard standing at 6'3", number 1, Aiden Hansberry.
At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 22,
Another
Joshua
senior
Mills.
guard, 6'1", number 22, Joshua Mills.
Guard, a 6'6" senior, number 24,
A 6'6" senior,
Lanier.
number 24 guard, Jacob Lanier.
And at forward, a 6'2"
Starting
senior,
forward,
number 32,
a senior number 32, Jermaine Conway. And that'll be the starting 5 for head coach Jason Harrison.
Anthony Lasker Sr. and Champ Watson.
This should be a good one, Tristan.
Yes, Steve, it should be. I mean, you guys have been talking about Jacob Lanier at the Airbnb here in the arena while we've been off air. The future Nebraska Cornhusker. I'm excited to see him in action for the first time in person. But, I mean, there's more on this roster than just Mr. Lanier. I mean, 71 points per game, 51% from inside the arc, 34 from beyond. This team looks to be real good. And they probably got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder due to maybe some people talking about they really shouldn't be the 1 seed because of J.J. Andrews' injury from Little Rock Christian. So I'm excited to see them play in the first round of the 5A State tournament.
I didn't say that. You said that. That was not me.
I didn't say that. I'm saying some people say that. Did not
No,
say
it
that.
would have been really interesting to have seen the 5A Central with a fully healthy Andrews from start to finish. But we've gotten things started here as the Razorbacks wheel control. Jacob Lanier out defending. They'll work it around the top.
And of course, 71 points per game. There's got to be more than just Lanier. I mean, Hansberry, he was looking good in pregame warm-up, so I'm excited to see him as well.
That shot up, no good, but battle for the rebound is won by Conway. And they will make way up the floor here as Conway now controls it.
Looks like the Razorbacks not wanting to allow anything inside, kind of neutralizing the paint early.
Parkview really taking their time here getting into this first set. They're trying to hide. There it is. They were trying to hide Lanier. And he'll rise for the jumper and good.
Of course, there's a reason why he's a Big 12 basketball commit, and that just shows right there.
The other way go the Razorbacks. Up, no, and rebound into the hands of Aiden Hansberry. Hansberry leaves it off. Lanier driving all the way around the block, hammered. And Jacob Lanier will make his way to the free throw line.
There's 4 quarters in this basketball game, Steve. This can't just be the Lanier show if Parkview wants to win, not in state tournament format. The regular season, yeah, that could have been the case, but right now teams know what they're going to do, so they got to pass the ball out to other teammates as well.
Teams know what they're going to do. The question is,
can they stop it?
Can you stop it? Watching, obviously, I've paid a lot of attention to Parkview this year. Jacob Lanier, a dear friend of the family. His dad, Jay, great guy. And so I love these guys. But I'll tell you right now, Jacob Lanier averaging 26 points a game this year. Aiden Hansberry, 18 points a game. You don't have anybody else above 8 points a game on the rest of this team. Now, they will get game-by-game contributions from guys. The Williams, Bruce and Brian Williams have both been big contributors at times throughout the year. But this team will go as far as Hansberry and Lanier can take them. And Conway trying to chase down the rebound. We'll see what they rule here.
And I like the defense there by Parkview, not allowing the three-point shot. Of course, one was taken a little bit contested, but it was still a good defense shown by Parkview.
Now looking to drive of the Razorbacks inside. Oh, tough angle on the attempted reverse layup there for Trey Rhodes. And so that'll be a turnover back to the Patriots.
A lot of great athletes in this tournament, I will say.
Yeah. Again, the senior class is really good. We talked about that yesterday. Today's kind of the day we're going to see the present and the future. Yesterday, I think we just saw the future. But there'll be some good ones. Look at that. Nice pass inside. Lanier couldn't get the finish. Nice rebound, though, underneath. Bucket good for Jermaine Conway.
That right there, Steve, is what I define as a big body move. The shot wasn't good, but instead of just aborting to get back on the defensive effort, they stayed in the paint, grabbed the offensive rebound, and was able to draw the foul and get the and one.
Yeah, Tucker Jones is talking about Hansberry. Yeah, you can't. I mean, now I will say this: with no Hansberry, this team would be completely different. Lanier can do a lot, but he can't do it all. And so, Coach Harrison does have. He's put together a great team here in year number 1. A year ago, a lot of transition at Parkview as the coach at the time unexpectedly left the program, leaving Ant Lasker as the head coach at the very last moment. I think that happened like a week or two before media days last year. So they had to kind of settle it in last year, and now Coach Harrison comes in and has done a great job with this Parkview team. Lanier, nice pass. Corner, Hansberry, yes. Aiden Hansberry with his first triple.
And, you got to give credit to Texarkana there, trying to double-team Lanier from the outside, but every time you double-team, you're going to leave somebody open, and with an athletic roster like Parkview, you can't necessarily do that early.
Driving inside, good finish by Ward. Malik Ward gets the bucket. First points of the afternoon for the Razorbacks. Now Bell with it. Trying to get it in. Lanier, good contact, gets the catch. He's doubled. They work it around. Bell, open, extra pass, and Conway couldn't handle it. Oh, should have been a travel, and now they call it. A little bit late on our travel call, but they got it.
Texarkana, again, they got to be careful not to sag off early because the storyline of this entire tournament has been one team running away early. In Texarkana, they're starting to fall into the rhythm of other teams of past efforts.
Yeah, and again, that's Is that one? No, but a rebound put back for Hansberry. But, yeah, I mean, and again, it's part of that pressure of having to go up against the 1 seed as a 4. That's going to be a jump ball. So that'll favor the Patriots.
One of the most dangerous things, in my opinion, in the game of basketball in a tournament atmosphere isn't the seeding, isn't the overall record or the conference record. It's how your bench unit responds while they're sitting down and not on the floor. And right now, Parkview's bench, they're doing an amazing job to keep their starters flocked in and focused on the game.
Trying to get it into Wills, not there, taken away. Yeah, that's a big piece of what, this is a brotherhood at Parkview, as they like to be referred to, especially over there on the football side of things. But, Coach Harrison's done a great job with this team and bringing them together and around a common goal of winning a state championship. A lot of history at Parkview. Not had a great stretch here over the last couple of years, even though they've had some great players. And so to see these guys out being able to play like this, Coach Harrison's deserves a ton of credit. Obviously, he was an Ole Miss star himself. No. Rebound going to go off the hands of Bell, I believe. So substitutions in as Chris Edwards and Bruce Williams will enter.
And, Steve, I'm loving the shot selection from Parkview. I mean, yeah, a couple shots haven't gone through, and maybe they've been a little too contested, but it's still been good by the Patriots to show Texarkana they're not afraid to take the contested J.
Now driving the other way. Loose ball on the floor into the hands of Lanier. Lanier pushing all the way. Nice no look as he gets it off to Hansberry. That's 7 for Hansberry. Now timeout, Texarkana.
Of course, the momentum right now on Parkview's side is they're down 10, but man, oh man, there's a lot more to the game of basketball than just the score sheet.
If hand or wrist pain is making everyday life harder than it should be, it's time to see the specialists at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Their hand and wrist team includes Doctors Bracey, Frazier, Hollenberg, Morrill, Tate, and Wyrick Glover, all fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. They treat everything from arthritis, fractures, and tendon or nerve injuries to carpal tunnel syndrome and complex trauma. UAMS Health is home to Arkansas's only hand trauma telemedicine program, providing immediate access to expert evaluation 24 hours a day statewide. That's a level of care you simply won't find anywhere else in Arkansas. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
Don't forget that you can get
Parkview a 12-2 lead here early on. And I see we've got a lot of fans of the View in the comments. So we appreciate everybody joining us here for day 2 of the 5A state tournament, brought to you by UAMS and ASUBB. Again, I'm Steve Henson, along with Tristan Harlan. And looking forward to a great day. Again, 1 seeds have owned this thing so far. We've not seen any of the lower seeds pull off upsets as of yet. I believe pretty much almost all the tournaments were about that way. I know there was a few upsets along the way, but not many so far here early on.
And in the Ides of March, there's always one upset. We're just waiting to see who our upset's going to be.
3, no. And rebound battled for, taken away as Lott secured it. Now the Razorbacks will reset. Rhodes with it. He'll direct traffic. Kick out, long 3 for Ward is good.
And, I don't hate that by Parkview. I mean, of course, you can't leave a shooter open, but they haven't been able to see Arkansas hit any three-pointers, so great call there to kind of force them to show you that they can shoot.
Rhodes got to be careful here. He's calling for the blocking foul, and he is arguing with any official who'll look at him right now, so Rhodes going to have to settle down. Substitution here as Will sits. And into the game will be Keithan Green for the Patriots. Now Lanier, what a pass. How did he find Hansberry? My goodness gracious. That was a purposeful pass, as I believe it was Bruce Williams underneath as well, and that's going to be a charging foul on Hogs. And now, we got a skirmish between teammates. Wow, not what you want to see right now, as number 4, Cedric Sharp, is not happy. Number 13, Rondarius Lott, was trying to calm him down, and Sharp wanted none of it.
Can't allow the emotions of a high-octane tournament like this get the best of you, especially when you're, scruffing with your own teammates.
Lanier catch and shoot, 3 on the way. No. Rebound risen for and brought in as Edwards got it. Speaking of Parkview football, Edwards, big-time linebacker for Parkview. 3 on the way after the whistle.
Foul charge for Darius Lott.
Now Lott.
Team foul number 5 for the Razorbacks.
Talk about adding insult to injury here as Lott was the one arguing with his teammate. He gets the foul call, which is going to send Hansberry to the free throw line. And there is a lot of frustration over here on this Arkansas high bench as they're going to have to settle it down. I think that's Malik Ward is also gesturing over at Cedric Sharp. Now Sharp's moved his way to the very end of their bench, so not real sure, but maybe it was a contentious bus ride.
Well, Ward, the only player for Arkansas that's got any points so far in this matchup. Got to make sure the team kind of rallies behind him and doesn't let their emotions get the best of them.
Hansberry double digits as he's got 10 already. Quick foul on Keithan Green.
Foul charge to Keithan Green, his first personal foul. Team foul number 1 for the Patriots.
Yeah, you never want to see that. Obviously, some of the frustration bulling over what you can be upset with the officials. You don't want to let that become an issue throughout the game, but you got to lock in his team too. Inside, that'll be an and one.
2-point basket by Darius Lott.
Edwards called for the foul, and Lott will make his way to the free throw line here.
Foul charge to Chris Edwards.
Lott, the first member of the Arkansas Razorbacks to get any sort of bucket other than Ward in this matchup.
An extra shot will be on Darius Lott.
One thing about Parkview this year is, basketball is a game of runs, and moments with Parkview where they kind of lose that scoring and can let a run come at them. But I know in the first matchup when they played Maumelle, it was a very good game, and then Jacob Lanier took over in that one in third. It's also a team, again, without J.J. Andrews, but that's going to be a foul on Lott, and that is his second or third. His second. But
His second personal foul.
This is a Parkview team that beat a Little Rock Christian team that did not have J.J. Andrews by 30. That's still impressive. Andrews on the floor or not. Actually, it'd be way more impressive if you beat Christian by 30 with Andrews on the floor.
Of course, the chat looks like a Parkview only section.
Did we send this out to the wrong network? Look at our comments. So Lanier gets them both. Now the Razorbacks will bring it up the floor. Turn, up, no. Rebound tapped and into the hands of Lanier.
Got to be careful because some officiating crews may call that a foul and put Arkansas at the free throw line.
Uh-oh, look out. Oh, a lot of contact, no whistle. There's Lanier. Probably should have settled for a little bit of a floater instead of trying to go to the rack. Yeah, that's going to be a foul on the Patriots. I don't believe the bucket should not count, but I believe Malik Ward will make his way to the free throw line here. Foul going to be on Green.
Keithan Green, his second personal foul. Team foul number 3 for the Patriots.
First one up and good as Colby Bell back on the floor. Green will sit. Lanier will sit as Tyron Thompson in.
And Tyron Thompson.
That one up and good, so get them both. And now a substitution as Rhodes will sit for the Razorbacks. DeAndre Burnell on the floor.
Replacing Trey Rhodes.
Under 2 to play in our first period as it's in all Parkview. His 17-10 lead so far. Hansberry putting on a dribbling display. Layup missed. Edwards stepped on the baseline trying to save it. Somebody needs to save him. caught his balance.
And the Razorbacks are starting to get a little bit more physical on the defensive effort ever since the scuffle happened as they were coming back down. So I'm interested to see if maybe the Razorbacks can start going on a little run here before the end of the first.
Hey, you know, and sometimes it just takes a little bit of brotherly fisticuffs and words to get everybody locked in.
Some might call it the brotherly shove.
Wah, wah, wah. So Ward to the line. And you're right, though, Tristan. And around the world now. But Texarkana's done a great job here of kind of settling in the second half of this first period. And now they're keeping it a ball game. Down 7. Make it 6.
So 8 points for Ward in this contest thus far, leading the team.
Noticeably, Cedric Sharp is no longer on the bench for Arkansas High. Now Lanier looking for space. Step back. 3 on the way. No. Rebound into the hands of Edwards. Bell now looking. Stuck, doubled, nearly stolen. Now Hansberry going to try to settle things down with 28 on the shot clock. Inside. Edwards lays it up and in.
And that was almost a bad offensive possession for Parkview because, I mean, Lanier, he took the 3, but a guy like Lanier is going to hit that shot 9 times out of 10, and then they had an open guy on the wing that they didn't find.
Scramble here on the floor. I'm going to say Parkview basketball. Great hustle there by Tyron Thompson.
Entering for the Patriots, Joshua Wills.
Wills in for Hansberry. And Tristan, I love you. But Jacob Lanier does not shoot 90% from 3. It's more around 40%.
Why you know more than me. But, hey, it's a Big 12 commit, so, I mean,
That's right.
You got to hit your shots.
Hey, if we had guys hitting 9 out of 10 threes, boy, whoo, man. Lanier setting up with 9 seconds inside. And they're going to get a charge. Wow, they get Lanier for the push. Interesting.
Charge to Jacob Lanier. His first personal foul.
Let's see. So 7.1. Is Arkansas High going to get an opportunity for the final shot? Rhodes will let it roll, picks it up. 5 seconds. Driving, and he's fouled. Wow. And with 2.8, he'll make his way to the line. And suddenly a whistle fest has erupted. You can always tell the great fans that make their way out to the games. First one up for Rhodes is long. And the ones that are really invested, like athletic directors' wives. Rhodes will try to connect on the second one here with 2.8 on the clock. It's up. That one. Beautiful rotation on the shot for Rhodes. So on the floor here for this should be final shot. Oh, with the way the whistles are blowing. Lanier catches, brings it up at half court, stops, pops. Oh, back iron, and that'll do it for our first. After 1, Parkview leads at 19-12. We'll be back with more of the 5A state tournament right after this.
Most people think farming is just about getting your hands dirty. At ASUBB, we're not just driving, we're programming the future. With GPS and GIS tracking, we don't miss an inch. It's about being smarter, faster, and more efficient. From drones to data analytics, the future of agriculture is here. The industry is evolving. Are you?
Master the tech and own the field. Visit asub.edu/precision ag for more information.
You know, farming isn't just about getting your hands dirty anymore. It's about getting your data right. At ASU BB, students in precision agriculture are working with drone technology, GPS tracking, GIS information, and even self-driving tractors. We're talking serious high-tech tools that are changing the game in agriculture. If you're into technology problem solving and want a career that's in demand, this is where you need to be. The industry is evolving. Are you? Check it out at www.asub.edu/precisionag and see how you can master the tech and own the field. All right, as we get set for our second period of play here at the 5A State Tournament in Farmington, I'm Steve Henson along with Tristan Harlan. And a good first period there, Tristan.
Yeah, for sure, Steve. Look, it was dominated by Aiden Hansberry with 10 points in that first period by himself. And what really stood out above all was the momentum that Parkview was able to keep as Arkansas slowly started to chip away at Parkview's lead. I mean, momentum is one thing, but Arkansas has got to keep their emotions in check throughout the rest of the game if they want a chance to upset Parkview.
Yeah, I agree. They did seem to kind of lock in, though, after that little skirmish. And that missed, tapped into the hands of Bell to Wills, but Wills couldn't control it. So now out to Bell, they'll reset. Caught, Hansberry, 3 on the way, short. But Lanier got a rebound and puts it back up and in.
Offensive rebounds have been the biggest factor for a lot of these one seeds so far in the 5A state tournament. And right now, Parkview is kind of continuing the trend.
Yeah, Parkview not an overly big in terms of tall team. They've got a great length, but they are very physical and athletic. That 3 on the way, no. Rebound tapped around and an offensive board for the Razorbacks. Ward, I really like. Good-looking player. Rhodes, a good-looking player, as the left-handed kiss off the glass. We got a name update. It's MJ. He done went full goat on us for the second period. The real goat. So Will's with it. Hands it away to Aiden Hansberry. Hansberry around a screen from Conway and a charge. Good job there as MJ Ward stood in and took that charge.
Foul charge to Aiden Hansberry, his first personal foul. Team foul number 1 for the Patriots.
I mean, he just set his feet and took the charge. I mean, I was trying to watch it back here just to make sure, it wasn't a 50-50 call like most charges are. But, I mean, that's clear as day. Set his feet and kind of absorb the contact.
Yeah, he was waiting there for a while. That's a hard one to take, too, because if you shuffle at all, you're going to get the block. But, to MJ's credit there, he had to stand there for a while. He held the water for a good bit to be able to take that shot. So we're working around as Q Thurston has it. Boy, they did some name changes on us. 3 on the way, no. Tapped, and Wills brings it in ahead to Hansberry. Aiden pushing. Oh, that's a charge. Yeah, doesn't matter if he moved, as MJ does it again. That movement does not matter, as, again, Hansberry, when he gets to the lane, instead of either a step around and a move, Hansberry lowers the shoulder and initiates the contact. You're going to get that charge call every single time.
2 fouls already in the second period for Hansberry. That's going to be Arkansas's key for the rest of this first half. Can they find a way to get Hansberry and or Lanier in foul trouble?
I'll say this. Parkview, over the last few years, the bugaboo for this team has been the state tournament. They've lost games that nobody really expected them to. That's a travel they don't call. No. Rebound fought for. Controlled by a lot, but his putback is no good. They'll give it away to Wills as Brian Williams had that rebound. Now Wills spinning. He got away with a travel. No, rebound Rhodes.
What is a travel anymore, Steve?
Well, I knew they gave up on it in the NBA. I thought we were still calling it at the high school level. Rhodes, I'm not sure what's happening on this court right now. As again, I'm assuming our officials assume that ball was tapped, but Rhodes just lost control of it. It looks like we got a delay in our shot. Let's see. Now Rhodes just lost control of that, and so a fortunate break for the Hogs, and now they've cut this lead to 5, Tristan.
Well, and what I was getting ready to say is that Ward has got to stop taking the deep 3. He's got to pass out. He's got to reset maybe in the corner or on the wing kind of closer But as soon as I say that, Ward was out of the last 2 possessions for the Razorbacks. I mean, they take a lot of the shots inside. Was it a travel? Was it not a travel? The world may never know.
Yeah, the world knows. The officials, they know better than us, did not call it. So, Ward's had a great second quarter, not in a points perspective, but he has saved at least 4 points for the Hogs in this second period as he's taken 2 charges inside on Hansberry. And so right now the name change for MJ into the second is working out pretty well.
During the timeout entering for the Razorbacks.
A late substitution as Armand Green enters.
Again, Steve, we got to remember, basketball, at the end of the day, it's a game of runs.
Boy, tough foul there on Green, who just checked in. Does a great job getting into the stat book immediately. And you see kind of the game plan it looks like for Arkansas High as some substitutions. Conway out. Number 3, Bruce Williams. And number 4, Tyron Thompson.
Well, I'm not going to say this is a huge possession for Parkview, but if Arkansas can force a turnover or a bad shot, then the run may just get a second chance at life.
They work it around. Corner 3 for Williams. No. Rebound Bell. Put back short. Tapped around. Green with the rebound. Now Rhodes. Nearly went over and back, but he stayed on the safe side of things. But you can see, I was saying a moment ago, I think the plan right now, they are putting all their attention on Lanier. They're double and triple teaming Lanier, whether it's on entry or upon catch.
They've got a guy open in the corner here. They're trying to stay down low. But if Ward can get it out there.
Good pass by Ward, but blocked. Not sure if it's Bell or Lanier that got it. Now Lanier going to take it himself. Lanier, stepper. Oh, what is that? That's an intentional foul. You cannot hook his arm. Let's hope Lanier's okay. And maybe from our angle we were shielded, so maybe he had ball, but it looked like he was hooking arm here. Hard to tell. I think maybe looked worse than it was.
Well, again, Arkansas is not in a possession right now to have possessions where they don't score. You go back to that last offensive possession, they got a guy open in the corner. Ward's got to dish it out. He cannot give it inside to where there's 2 or 3 Patriots inside. Got to get it out, even if they don't shoot it, and reset. They cannot allow Parkview to get the ball back.
Well, to your point, too, down here, when they had the open guy in the corner, Bruce Williams was down doubling Rhodes as Lanier gets both. He was down trying to double. I think he would have recovered back to the corner, but to your point, it's that inside-out game. If it doesn't open up the 3, now you've opened up Rhodes and taken the double team away. Now Rhodes kick it inside. There's a good pass. That's a goaltend. Yep.
And there it is right there. I mean, that's almost exactly what we were just talking about. You take away the 3, there's still a double team. Get it inside, you got a wide open 2.
So after the goaltend, it is a 23-18 game. Wills enters, but he is called for the turnover as on the inbounds play. As he stepped over the line, I believe here. I'd actually turned away. Oh, he did, yeah. He was expecting Lanier to look at him and tried to hold his water and could not. Nice catch there by Ward.
That's a risky inbound there, Steve. Trying to throw it, tightly guarded. Can't do that again.
Ward kick to Rhodes, no. And rebound away to Hansberry. Oh, Lanier's got to go get that basketball. That is great play there out of Lott as Lanier kind of lackadaisically went for the pass and Lott came and took it. And now a jump ball.
That's a great heads-up play by Parkview. Not allowing the 2, not committing the foul, just to wrap the ball up and let him call a jump.
Yeah, I want to go back to that play a moment ago by Rondarius Lott. Anybody, if you've watched a lot of Parkview basketball this year, one thing that they do a great job of lead passes and getting it out to guys ahead of everybody to give yourself a chance to just be running right at the rim. I think that's a lot of teaching of what Coach Harrison does. But in that situation there, they were trying to do that with Lanier, and Lanier thinking, oh, I got time, as Hansberry drains a 3. I think Lanier was thinking, I got time to get to this ball and survey what's going on. Lott comes across and picks it off. It's a great play there by Texarkana.
And there's a lot of people that may disagree with me, but that's the biggest statement three I've ever seen right there.
Rhodes short, rebound Edwards.
I mean, just to come off, pull up, drain it. The statement made by Hansberry there.
Now a foul on Green.
Team foul number 3 for the Razorbacks.
Third team foul, so it'll be baseline out of bounds. Up top, Bell with the catch. Hansberry, he'll try another one. Hansberry's on fire as he knocks down that one. Another 3 for the Patriots. They build the lead back to 11.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles in the first half, Steve. Arkansas had a lot of momentum before back-to-back jacks by Hansberry.
And that is where this Parkview team can be dangerous. You talked about it early. It can't just be Lanier, and you're right. If Lanier isn't hitting, Hansberry will pick up the slack. And there's a 3, no. Tapping around for a rebound, and I think we're going to get a foul. We will on Lott. And that is going to be his third.
Ward needed that 3. Maybe not been the best shot at that exact moment, but they needed a 3 on that possession. Down 11 with just about 2.5 left. I mean, Arkansas's got to get some points on the board before the first half concludes.
Yeah, but again, we talked about it. We've mentioned it a few times, the game of runs. We saw the end of the first. Texarkana was able to make a nice run. We'll see if they can do it here. Hansberry, nice, inside. Pass to Edwards, count it. Edwards gets the bucket in the arm. He'll head to the free throw line. Spellman called for that one, his second. 15 foul. It'll be double bonus for Parkview the rest of the half. Hansberry will get a break as Bruce Williams enters. I go back to a game against Greenbrier with this Parkview team when they played at Greenbrier as three-point play. No, Lanier, look at the activities. He chases down the rebound. Now they'll reset the offense in the half court. Lanier begging for it.
That's just lazy rebounding on Arkansas. I mean, great shot.
Lanier, step back. Got it. What a shot there by Lanier.
Great heads-up play by Lanier to get the board, turn around, get the fall-away J. But, I mean, at the end of the day, that's just lazy rebounding by Arkansas.
Yeah, and good activity. I mean, it's the hustle, the effort. And you see it there. What a step back there by Lanier. But I go back to that Greenbrier game earlier in the season as Parkview went to Greenbrier, struggling early on. And the real question early, as there was a few defections from this Parkview program right before the season. And so some of the questions was, where's the rest of the scoring going to come from? You knew what Lanier offered. You knew what Hansberry offered. Colby Bell's had his moments. Wills has been a good player. Conway's a great inside piece, but the questions were, where's the scoring going to come from? And we talked about it. They don't have anybody else that is averaging over 8 a game, I believe. As, again, Hansberry at 18.2, Lanier at 26.4. The next highest after that is Colby Bell with 6. So that was the question, and I remember that game like it was yesterday. We're about midway through the second period, and Brian Williams went unconscious as he hit, I believe, 7 threes in a row in the second, and went on a 25-0 run by himself.
Wow.
At that point, you knew they may not have a consistent third or fourth option, but they've got guys that are going to trot out there and put up some numbers for you if needed.
Well, that goes back to something I was going to talk about in the beginning of the show was in March, you can throw averages out the window. Mm-hmm. All you need is one player that may not be on the stat sheet as much as others to step up and have a big outing, maybe not in points, but in rebounds, assists, and forced turnovers, and that was a great move.
I hate that he didn't get the finish. What a drive there by Q Thurston, the sophomore. And so blocking foul on Edwards, his second. That'll send Thurston to the free throw line. Jermaine Conway about to check in for Bruce Williams.
At the line to shoot free throws will be Q Thurston.
So the first one for Thurston is good. And right now it's important, I think, for Arkansas High to get on one of those little mini runs. What you don't want to do is end up going to the break down 20. Right now, oh, that was terrible. Right now we can get it to 13. I can't talk today, apparently. Second one, good.
It's okay, Steve.
Man.
Still waking up.
I will tell you, the rain and thunder this morning, I woke up, I thought it was 7:30 and it was 10:30. Lanier, that's a push. Yeah, that's a bad foul by Jake. Jake doesn't agree with it, but you see it pretty clearly from our vantage point as he rounded the corner, tried to hit the step back and threw that left arm out.
For the Patriots.
Anytime you get that extension, you're going to get that call. Like Jay, tell Jake that if I could see his wristband, probably was a push-off. Lanier came out for a moment, back in. Nice catch, but no shot, and that's going to be a travel. Oh, they're going to get a foul. Wow. I thought Edwards just kind of came down. Or, that wasn't Edwards. Who was that? Fouls on Rhodes, his third. That's big, as Lanier does stay on the bench. It was Conway on the he did get fouled.
That would have been a great play by Arkansas if they were able to get the alley-oop there, but sometimes it just doesn't work out for you.
So Conway will go to the free throw line. Every time we would call a Parkview game this year, Andy would get confused and think I was referring to them as Conway when Jermaine Conway would make a play. So Conway with the rebound. He'd be like, we're playing Park. No.
It doesn't take much to confuse Andy.
Into the game for Texarkana. Isaiah Irwin getting his first action of the afternoon.
One of the kind of notes I have kind of taken away from Parkview as I'd like to see them kind of adjust going into the second half is Lanier, I'd like to see him be more disciplined. I mean, with the push off and kind of not getting as many looks as maybe he did over the course of the season, I want to see Lanier come out of his shell and really take over this ball game.
Yeah, just as much as I've watched Jake play basketball, I'd say right now he's pressing a little bit. I think he's trying to get himself untracked, and it's just been a struggle here early on. The thing about Jacob, though, is it takes just a couple of shots to drop, and he'll take over for a quarter. There's a steal. Wills took it away. Hansberry in tow. Oop on its way, but he threw it right at the rim. Shot up and good as Conway cleans up the garbage. At about a 12-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Burnell gets it back. Burnell wants to drive, goes around Wills and just lowers the shoulder like a running back going down the into the offensive line. Takes out Conway, and so it'll be back to Parkview with 29.2 as Lanier back on the floor. Does he only have two? I thought he had three. Well, he's got two on the offensive end. So Wills will bring it up. Gives it away to Hansberry. Driving, Bell to the block. Kisses it off. No. Tapped around. Bell trying to chase it. Saved into the hands of Lanier. No look. Hansberry. No. Lanier with a rebound. And Lanier cleans up the trash. That'll do it for our first half of play. The game of runs continues. The 1-seed Parkview pulling away towards the end of that first half. 38-20 as the Patriots lead it. We go to the break. We'll be back with more of the 5A state basketball tournament here on the Natural State Sports Network, brought to you by ASU BB and UAMS in about 7 minutes.
Agriculture is not about what's in the soil anymore. It's what's in the data. From drone flight classes to GIS mapping, ASUBB gives us the eye in the sky. We're learning to see problems before they happen and solve them with precision. Whether you're in the field or the lab, the future of farming is wide open.
Precision training for a high-tech world. Visit asub.edu/precision ag for more information.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
What keeps me doing this work is the knowledge that if we don't step out and speak up, our waiting kids might not have a voice.
Until there are no kids in Arkansas wondering where they're home, wondering where their family is, we cannot quit. There's too much at stake.
We all have to come together to solve this problem.
We still are not at zero, and there are still around 200 kids that are wanting us to give them a voice and to help them find their way home.
Most people think farming is just about getting your hands dirty. At ASUBB, we're not just driving, we're programming the future. With GPS and GIS tracking, we don't miss an inch. It's about being smarter, faster, and more efficient. From drones to data analytics, the future of agriculture is here. The industry is evolving. Are you?
Master the tech and own the field. Visit asub.edu/precision ag for more information.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community.
And I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads. I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
We have the tools.
We have the tech.
At ASUBB, we have the plan to get you hired.
Our Precision Ag program combines hands-on experience with cutting-edge certificates, returning students into the most sought-after professionals in the industry.
Don't just farm, be a leader in the farming industry. Visit asub.edu/precision ag for more information.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car, to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
And finally, a Central Arkansas success story. A salute to my friends of the Natural State Sports Network.
Few people are enjoying calling high school games more than Steve Henson.
25-20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6. What a play by the Coyote.
So much fun to to be able to call the game with that excitement. The parents love it. The fans love it. The kids just absolutely eat it up. We could get him involved more. That kid's, he's got a ton of talent.
Steve and his partner, Will Watkins, who Steve calls the mastermind, did their first game 5 years ago. Fast forward to 2025, 5 schools now have contracts with the Natural Sports Network.
It was one of those things where, you know, when we started doing it, we had no idea what we were doing. So it was like, hey, we'll do it, and if people think it's cool, then great. There's no way you could have gotten me to believe that we'd be where we are today and the impact we've had.
Good decision by the Bears to hold it right there.
Oh! And they take pride in the quality of their broadcasts.
We want to be able to put out something that's not just, you know, anybody can, with the advent of Huddle and everything else, anybody can put a stream out now. But we want something that that the viewer can enjoy, and from commentary to the angles to the cameras.
The Hornets are headed to Bank of the Ozark Arena on Saturday.
They say the guy behind camera, Will Watkins, searches YouTube on how to do games. And he's been the mastermind behind the whole deal. But
it's a quality product.
Yeah, it's a great team over there.
Okay, good stuff, Sully. Thanks very much. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back. We're live at Farmington High School for the 5A State Basketball Tournament, and do a half of play here. And of course, all of our games presented this week by UAMS as well as ASUBB. And so, you know, Tristan, that first half we belabored on the game of runs, as we like to say, but that's exactly what it was. This game, pretty good game at the end of the first, as Texarkana was able to make a little run, but then a big run to finish the half. And what was about a 7-point game is now a 18-point game as we head to the second half.
Yeah, and you know, Arkansas, they did a great job in the first half, really limiting Hansberry and Lanier from finding the basket, getting the ball in their hands. But what really kind of ended that run of momentum was the shot selection by Arkansas. I mean, they took, I think, about 4 or 5 threes that did not go through that they probably shouldn't have taken. And then, of course, they had a couple shots down low where they should have passed out or they had an open man that they did not find. Turnovers played a part of it, too. Of course, Parkview doing a tremendous job on the defensive effort, tying up the ball, getting the jump ball call with the possession arrow was pointing in their favor. But at the end of the day, Parkview showing why they're the number 1 seed in their region.
Yeah, and again, it's the defensive pressure out of Parkview. They've done a great job there. And then Aiden Hansberry had a great first half. 16 points in the first half. Jacob Lanier chipped in 13. And then looks like Chris Edwards had 4. And Jermaine Conway added 5 for Parkview. On the Arkansas high side, MJ Ward with 8. And then Q Thurston with 1. Green had 3 points. Lott with 3. And Rhodes with 5, but Rhodes found himself in some foul trouble with 3, as does Lott. So both bigs for this Arkansas High team in some foul trouble.
Yeah, and the biggest thing in the second half that I'd like to see from Arkansas to kind of lower the differential of this score is MJ Ward has got to have a better shot selection. I mean, he's a great player, great athlete, but he's taken 5 threes from way beyond the arc that have not gone through, and he's not finding his stride, and he's not finding his rhythm from his jump shooting area. Now, again, things can change in this second half as the goal switch, because as crazy as it sounds, all hoopers know if you play on a different goal, sometimes your shots will go through when they didn't go through previously. So I'm interested to see how things go for Arkansas in the second half as they do start with the basketball. But, Steve, they've got to get at least 5 to 10 points before Parkview. That's your Andy Gates math, by the way.
Got to be 9.5 better each quarter. So now Ward wants to drive, goes right around Lanier, bumps, and a late whistle. They're going to get Jermaine Conway. Should be 2 shots, and it will be. So Ward headed to the free throw line.
And Parkview still with that double-team defensive philosophy. At some point, Arkansas is going to realize that that's what they're doing, and they're going to kick it out to an open man, possibly in the corner.
Ward's first one, good. Whoa. Pass to Lanier, bobbled, caught, up and good.
Lanier's just too good getting that second chance look after he stumbles, showing why he's a Big 12 commit.
Right to the middle of the floor. Caught, driving, up and good as Rhodes with a bucket. And timeout, Arkansas High. Hey, here's something cool. Agriculture today is all about precision, and at ASU-BB, students are learning how to use drones to scout fields, multi-spectrum maps to track crop performance, and advanced equipment that practically drives itself. It's smart farming, it's strategic, and it's opening doors to high-demand careers. If you're looking for a path that combines hands-on work with cutting-edge tech, precision agriculture at ASU-BB might be your move. Learn more at www.asub.edu/precisionag.
Good job reading there, partner.
I can read. It's that Bryant High School education. So as we come out of the timeout, this Arkansas High team trying to figure out this Parkview defense. 40-24, Patriots lead it as they bring it up into the half court. A battle between Lanier and Ward, a screen set up. Hansberry, good closeout. Size disadvantage for Ward, but boy, look at the hands. Ward came off of Lanier, took it away. He'll drive it all the way. Hansberry should be a goaltend, and it is. That's something. They get it right, but it was a goaltend. And give Ward a ton of credit. Ward kind of chopped his steps and hesitated just enough. And Hansberry was kind of caught in between. Should he go up and try to block it or not? And he did. He got called for the goal.
I do want to say correction, Steve. Nebraska's in the Big 10, not the Big 12.
Yeah,
that's on me. I don't know why I thought they were in the Big 12.
3 for Hansberry, no. I mean, you got upset with me for correcting your 9 of 10, so I was going to let you have the Big 12.
That's on me. That's on me. That's my Kyle Sutherland mulligan.
This is true.
Huh?
You were 12 when they used to be in the Big 12.
Okay, exactly. Look, there's my mulligan.
College conferences make no sense.
Exactly.
Ward spinning, driving, traveling, getting fouled. So Ward headed to the free throw line. That'll be the first on Wills. I mean, I can understand, though, 2 reasons why you'd think they're in the Big 12. One, they used to be, and it makes way more sense.
Yeah.
As this inbound fought for, Rhodes has it right at what in the world? Rhodes was dancing, couldn't hold on to the basketball, out of bounds and a turnover. But the other reason is they're so good, and the Big 12 is the best basketball conference this year. They're not quite SEC level of last year. And I don't know that anybody ever will be at the level of what the SEC was last year overall. Now, obviously didn't win it all, but Florida got it. Sorry. So who might get it again this year?
Well, and look, and I'm sure there's a lot of people in the comment section or watching this game that are clowning me right now. But the biggest thing is they changed so much, and they already don't make sense as it is. I just, happen to forget.
Somebody in the comments saying something happened to a mic. Is that our mic? You're Mike or Michael?
Hope Michael's okay. Kyle, yes, you did get another stray. Because anything that happens bad, it's your fault.
Or Trip Keeters. So Wills bring it up the floor. I mean, if we are having an audio issue, please let us know.
Yes.
Wills, spin cycle, kisses it off the glass. Get it around as Ward. Being defended there by Lanier. Cross court, back to Ward. Now Ward stops short. Rebound into the hands of Williams.
Again, Ward can't afford to go cold in this quarter at all.
Now Wills with it. Cross to Lanier. Now Lanier. Step back. 3 on the way. Yes, sir, as Jacob Lanier knocks down the 3.
Lanier has now officially become the leading scorer for Parkview with 18 points.
He wants to talk to you. And rejected as Lanier erases that one, and he's fouled. We have no sound, according to Andy. Check it. I need everybody to type yes in the comments if you hear me.
That's one way of putting it.
Inside, Lanier, rack attack. Lanier throws it down. Thank you. Rhodes as he flies through the lane. Count it as he'll head to the free throw line for a 3-point opportunity.
2-point basket's good by Trey Rhodes.
Okay.
Fouls charged to Chris Edwards, his 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 3 for the Patriots.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
No thank you to Andy Gates. Go back to work. Rhodes, 3-point play complete.
Re-entering for the Patriots, Jermaine Conway replacing Chris Edwards.
Conway back on the floor for Edwards. Now Wills will control. Wills bumps, foul on the Razorbacks. They'll get Q Thurston for that one.
2nd personal foul. Team foul number 3 for the Razorbacks.
Great heads-up play there just to get the ball out of bounds on the deflection.
So Williams will inbound. Hansberry with it. He'll fire a 3, short. Trying to get his own, knocks it to Lanier. Lanier had it bumped out of his hand. So taken away quickly the other way. Thurston to Rhodes. Rhodes has a mismatch. Step back 3, got it. Rhodes drains the 3. Timeout, Razorbacks.
You know, that's not a shot that I love, but it went through, so it doesn't matter because he had Ward open in the left-hand side. I don't know. I'm not sure if he would have got the ball there before the defense closed out, but it was still a 3-point nonetheless by the Razorbacks. So they got to get a run going here. 47-32 our score. But, ladies and gentlemen, the game's not over yet. Now, yes, Lanier and Hansberry has had a tremendous game. Lanier with 20, Hansberry with 16. But, in my opinion, the Razorbacks, they're a couple stops away from possibly lowering the deficit, as I said previously. Now, Parkview, probably one of the best teams on the boys' side of things in the 5A state tournament. We'll see another good team play later on in Little Rock Christian with J.J. Andrews. But as Parkview fans know all about Little Rock Christian, it's going to be interesting to see how they fare later on and how Parkview can continue throughout the 5A state tournament if the score holds.
Hey, your clock. Why is the clock? Oh, that's the timeout clock. Never mind. What am I looking at? Last comment gets a gold star. So Wheels will bring it up the floor. Or should I say, the most recent comment gets a gold star. Now Wheels gives it up. Lanier. Oh, throwing to nobody. Miscommunication. Is that one taken away? Good pass inside. Layup good. As Armand Green gets the bucket, and Texarkana trying to make a little run. They've got it down to 13 with 3:45 to go in our third.
Business decision there on the pass. He could have thrown the alley-oop, but instead bounced it for security and led to 2 points.
Now Lanier gives it up. Hansberry inside. He'll drain the jumper. I am tired of doing a dance around this stinking pixel art. So Rhodes with it. He'll drive. Kick out. Thurston back to Rhodes. Rhodes has a man open in the corner. Instead he goes to Ward. Ward will fire it long. Rebound Conway.
Can't call for the ball like that if you're not going to drain the shot.
Lanier going to do it all himself. All the way as Lanier lays it up and in. Wow. Uh-oh. Both guys left their man wide open for Rhodes as he drains the three. That was not good defense. Lanier and Wills both after the ball and left Rhodes wide open in the corner.
If you sag off, your swag's off, Steven. Right there, that's what happened.
Lanier all the way. No. Conway with the rebound. His putback is up and good. Back and forth affair up and down the floor. 16-point lead here for the Patriots. Rhodes wanted a screen. Dismissed it, gave it up to the corner. Rhodes now inside. They go to Ward. Now they'll reset with 8 to shoot. Ward had Green back cutting, now doubled, in trouble, gave it up. Thurston puts it up, short rebound. Green, right place, right time, as he cleans it up and puts it up and in.
Shot clock cheese right there, Steve. Thought maybe the air ball would have not gotten down before the shot clock expired, but it did. They got the 2 points. Great heads-up play there by Arkansas.
So now Wills, 90 seconds to go. Hansberry wasn't ready for that. Out of bounds. Back to the Razorbacks. Lanier will sit here for the final 90 seconds of the quarter. Rhodes brings it up the floor. Rhodes, he'll fire the three, and it is good. Rhodes is a pure shooter out there. Looks good on the court. Big shot there, and now it's a 14-point advantage for the Patriots. Sorry, 11-point advantage for the Patriots. I looked at the wrong screen.
14 points by Rhodes in this quarter alone. Wow. He is going to have to continue to hit his shots if Arkansas wants a chance to get back into this one.
Well, and on top, I mean, if they can get some more contributions out of MJ Ward, it's been a big two-man game. Nice pass inside to Conway. A foul before the shot.
Foul charged for Armand Green. His fourth personal foul. Team foul number 4 for the Razorbacks. Entering for the Patriots, Jacob Lanier, replacing Bruce Williams.
So Lanier got about a 20-second break in clock time back on the floor.
Enough to get a drink and come back out there.
Replacing Armand Green.
Green will sit. Long pass in to Colby Bell. Lanier found some space. Knocks down the three as Lanier throws the lead back to 14. Lanier now with 25. Yeah, waiting on him to update it as I see the square moving. But 25 for Lanier.
12 points in the third quarter for Lanier by himself. Third quarter's been a duel on the score sheet by Rhodes and Lanier.
Yeah, been a good one here so far. And, and Texarkana just continues to kind of battle back and make it interesting. And then a couple of big shots by Parkview helps them pull away again. We'll see what kind of fourth quarter we got. We got 9 minutes of basketball left. As a good one really here between a 1 and a 4. This is one of the closer 1-4 matchups. Obviously, you had a fairly close one in girls action in that Lake Hamilton-Sylvan Hills game until late. But other than that, it's really not been too close between the 1s and the 4s, and so Texarkana trying to change that here in the final 9 minutes of this one. So it'll be Rhodes to inbound. He'll get it back. Rhodes. Away to Ward. He'll pump fake. Now Ward with it. Rhodes. Nope. Passed on it. Somebody got to do something. Now Ward driving through contact. Found Rhodes. I don't know if it was a pass or an air ball, but it ended up in the hands of Rhodes, and Ward is hurt. That's not Ward. Who is that? That is 15. That's Spielman. Spielman took a shot to the face, tried to get up. He had a teammate try to help him up the floor. And as you see our delay, Spielman just went down on the way. He could not keep his footing. You hope this isn't a head injury. As you see Spielman get up, try to run, and then
Well, to his credit, his teammate tried to pick him up.
Yeah.
Maybe he just thought he just collided with him or something. But I think he may have gotten hit. I'm not going to say exactly where, but he did, I think, get hit in the head.
it looked like an elbow maybe to the head. I'm not 100% certain. Right in the, yeah. That's a tough shot to take. As they continue to address Spielman. When orthopedic injuries happen, get expert care now. At UAMS Health Ortho Now, they provide fast, convenient care for all your orthopedic needs, from sports injuries to joint pain and beyond. No appointment needed. Walk in for immediate care, get on-site x-rays, and see the best in orthopedic care all in one place. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Don't wait in pain. Walk in today. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674. So you see Spielman walking off under his own power here. That's good to see. But immediately the concern goes to potential head injury. So let's hope he's okay. Oh, and it was actually friendly fire, it looks like. I think Spielman actually got hit by his own guy.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of referencing earlier. His teammate made contact with him, turned around, saw him, tried to pick him up. Maybe he just thought he bumped into him accidentally, but didn't realize the severity of it.
Yeah, so let's hope he's okay. Obviously, we've had a very, not here, but earlier this year at the JUCO level, a very scary and heartbreaking story for former Bologna Eagle player Ethan Dietz. Passed away after a head injury, and so you don't want to take any chances. Pass out, 3 or 2 on the way, no, for Green. Rebound Rhodes up ahead. Numbers here for Texarkana as Ward lays it up and in. That'll do it for our third. And don't look now, but the Hogs have got it down to 10, a 56-46 lead for the Patriots as we head to the fourth here at the 5A State Basketball Tournament on Natural State Sports.
From the first time you picked up a basketball at 4 years old, you've been dreaming about this moment. All that stands between you and being a hometown hero for life is 32 minutes.
Inbound to Burgess, goes up. It's pandemonium at Bank OZK Arena.
2026 Centennial Bank State Basketball Finals from Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs. All the excitement tips off on March the 12th and runs all weekend long. For all the ways to watch, just log on arkansastv.gov/sports.
popcorn ready as we head to the fourth here at Farmington Arena on the campus of Farmington High School. And 5A state basketball tournament on the Natural State Sports Network, brought to you by ASUBB and our friends at UAMS. And game of runs continues here as Texarkana's gotten this to within 10 as we go to the fourth. Tristan, can they do it?
10-point advantage for Parkview. The way it's going right now, I think Parkview just has a little bit too much momentum coming into the fourth quarter to really allow Arkansas to do much of anything unless they get it down to about a 4-point advantage within the next 4 minutes.
We'll see what Parkview can do here as a big scoring game in the third out of both Rhodes and Lanier on each side. That two up foul. Oh, boy. And is that Ward now that is down?
Foul charge to Q Thurston.
No, it's going to be Q Thurston. That was a tough collision. Oh, no. Is that true? Lou Holtz has passed.
Oh, wow.
So tending to yet another injury, and oh, that's a tough turn of the ankle. So Thurston going to try to tough it out and stay on the floor, and they may be best suited to get him off the floor at least for the moment. They're trying to give him time to walk this off. Yeah, Thurston's going to have to come off the floor. He landed right on the foot. I believe it was Hansberry taking the shot. Yeah, as he came down and turned that ankle right on Hansberry's foot.
Just don't want any of the student athletes on the court to suffer a serious injury. Want them to all walk off the court the same way they walked on.
So Thurston makes his way to the bench as he's replaced by Rondarius Lott. Now he's going to try to walk it off. Worst thing you want to do in that situation is go sit down. Hansberry's shot good. We'll say that Cedric Sharp, who was involved in that inter-squad skirmish earlier and was not on the bench, is back on the bench for Texarkana, but based on all the injuries, he's not went back in. I would assume he may not see the court today. So now Rhodes trying to work inside, fouled. Oh, man, when he gets going now, I tell you what, Rhodes is fun to watch.
He's just a head full of steam running down there.
And pass to nobody. Hansberry takes it away, and Hansberry lays it up and in.
Hansberry with 22 now in this contest.
And that one, oh, he raced as Lanier swats it away.
Send it back.
See, our comment section has went to the middle schoolers.
Absolutely comes from behind and just swats it out of the sky.
And then a takeaway. Uh-oh. Oh, they're fighting for it. No. Bell's going to be a travel. Got to communicate. You had both Bell and Lanier in the same spot, and they didn't know it, and so turns into a travel and a turnover.
If Shaq and a Fool was still around, that would be the #1 play of the week.
Ward, good move. Goes up and around. Lanier, no, couldn't get the finish. Hansberry, and now a frustration foul from Ward. That is just his first. Wow. Heck of a job. He is such an aggressive defender to look down and see he only has one foul. Very impressive out of MJ Ward.
Entering for the Patriots, Chris Edwards, replacing Jermaine Conway.
60-46, Arkansas's got to get a stop on this possession and turn it into a big bucket on the opposite end.
Lanier lost it on the way. Ward found it, stumbled, and drew a foul on Lanier. That'll be 3. Yeah, so 3 on Lanier. And he'll sit as Josh Wills will enter.
Also entering for the Patriots, Joshua Wills,
Hey, we do want you guys to be active in the comments, but again, remember this is a high school basketball. Oh, Lord! Somebody needs to remind Mr. Rhodes it's a high school basketball tournament. He was disrespectful to that ball. Ward, sharp pass, good pass. Inside and up and in as Lott with a bucket. And it's a 12-point game.
Arkansas needing to go on a run here, at least for the next 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, need to settle in just a little bit here, does Parkview. Texarkana's done a good job. Inside, Hansberry just battling inside, but he missed it. Rebound to Rhodes. Rhodes has taken over in this second half. Gives it up. Ward, open three, just off front iron, but an offensive board turnaround up. And no, rebound Lanier. Tough break there as DeAndre Burnell on the floor couldn't get the putback. Inside, tipped, stolen. Burnell took it away, now Rhodes with it. Ward, behind the back is Rhodes, splitting it, throwing it up, and he will make his way to the free throw line as he's fouled by Wills. The action getting hectic now as now Rhodes, I'm going to say baseline out of bounds. He was not in the act of shooting.
And for the Razorbacks, Hugh Thurston replacing DeAndre Burnell.
So now Ward with it. Driving baseline. And, that's 4 if they got Lanier. And they do. So fouls on Lanier.
Team number 4 for the Patriots. At the line with 2 shots will be MJ Ward.
It's an 11-point ball game. I mean, it could go either way.
So the second one good for Ward. So now Wills with it. Wills picked up his dribble. Gives it away. That's going to be a foul on Ward as he tried to push through Williams on the screen.
It was a good screen. I mean, really stopped the defender from getting around to put a hand up on the three-pointer, but you can't run through the offensive player. This isn't football.
And, out of bounds. Bruce to Brian Williams. And Brian was on the sideline, so it'll be back to Arkansas High, a 10-point game with 5 minutes to play. Green just hit the deck as Rhodes gets it away to Thurston. Ward, pump fake, driving, inside, no look to Green, back outside, Thurston. He'll try the three, and he got it.
That is a huge shot.
Q knocks it down, big-time three there. 7-point game. Hansberry with it. Lanier on the bench. Hansberry for 3. Big answer as Hansberry knocks it down.
Arkansas cannot allow Parkview to hit any kind of shot like that for the remainder of the game if they want to get back into it. A big shot on this possession isn't needed, but it's highly encouraged.
Thurston got it inside somehow. Rhodes cleans it up on the offensive board. Thurston might have got away with a travel. And now whistle and a stoppage as we once again forgot to push the shot clock button. Now they'll make a substitution as Green comes off the floor. Burnell back on the floor for the Hogs. Lanier back on the floor, as is Conway and Bell. Bruce Brian Williams both to the bench, as well as Chris Edwards.
Lanier's got 4 fouls. That's the guy I'm trying to target on the defense end.
Now to Hansberry. Hansberry driving, floating. No. Rebound to Rhodes. Chance to get it. Potentially down to 6. 3 on the way for Ward. No. Tap rebound brought in by Lanier. Now Lanier being hounded as he gets it away to Hansberry.
That shot would have definitely done some momentum shifting if it would have went in.
Maybe a little quick. Now Wills, he sees an opening. Mid-range, good.
That's a defensive breakdown. They were trying to neutralize Lanier from getting the basketball, but they left the guy wide open. A guy who's been doing really good has got 4 points.
This is where Parkview becomes dangerous. If they can get other contributions. Rhodes, he's catch and shoot for 3. No. And rebound away to Ward, and we're going to get a foul, but what a play by MJ Ward to keep that alive. Fouls on Conway. His second. 5th team foul, so Ward to the line as Arkansas High will be in the double bonus the rest of the way.
Shooting 2 shots will be MJ Ward.
And Ward's free throw falls off.
Entering for the Razorbacks, Armand Green, replacing DeAndre Burnell.
Chance to get it to single digits with a free throw here.
And he will get it to 9. 3-possession game with 3 minutes to play. So Wills brings it up. Lanier trying to cut. They've moved Rhodes onto Lanier, Ward onto Hansberry. Rhodes will come out and meet Lanier. 15 to shoot. Bell surveying. Nearly stolen. Hansberry, 9 to shoot. Away to Lanier. Lanier puts his head down. Left hand, kisses it off the glass and good.
And MJ Ward had a chance to be the hero of that defensive possession.
Oh, tough break for the Razorbacks. That one tapped away by Hansberry. I tell you what, Green just may have taken a 3 away from Rhodes. That pass, I think, was intended for Rhodes in the corner. Green just elevated and took it away. Rhodes was just standing there all alone in the corner, and Green never saw him.
Also entering Bruce Williams, replacing Aiden Hansberry.
Williams will give Hansberry a short break here with 2:20 to play. Now Rhodes. Away to Ward. MJ gives it up. Thurston across, inside. Turn around for Rhodes. It's blocked. Not Rhodes, sorry. That was Lott on the shot. Now Wills gets it across half court. 11-point lead for the Patriots, under 2 to play. Wills out to Lanier. He'll fire a long 3, no. Ill-advised 3 there for Lanier early in the shot clock. Now Ward in trouble. Gives it up. Green gets it back to him.
Great pressure by Parkview, not allowing anything going in.
Oh, Ward hammered. And they're going to get Conway or Edwards. Let's see. Lanier backing out of there saying it wasn't on me. It is on Edwards. That'll be his 4th. He put a 2 in there. Edwards, if anything's consistent, 1 foul a quarter. So Ward going to try to get it back to 9 here with 2 free throws. First one's good.
Entering for the Patriots, Colby Bell and Aiden Hansberry.
Show you. The short guy. On the end. That went up and good. So Ward gets it back to 9. 67-58. 90 seconds to play. I hate you. Wills gives it up. They'll go to Lanier. Lanier with Rhodes on him. Lanier driving around Rhodes. No. And Lanier will head to the free throw line. Either way, should be shots here. It's the 5th team foul on Arkansas High.
At the line of 2 shots will be
Lanier. Now he's ready. That one up and good for Jacob Lanier. Tristan makes his way back down to courtside to speak with our winning coach and player of the game. Edwards in for Lanier. Back to an 11-point lead. Lanier now with 29 on the night. Just above his season average. Foul on Wills. That'll send Ward to the line. A lot of whistles here at the conclusion of this one from Farmington. Again, watching the 5A State Basketball Tournament on the Natural State Sports Network, brought to you by ASU BB as well as UAMS. I'm Steve Henson, along with Tristan Harlan, who's made his way courtside. Been a good one here, probably the closest 1-4 matchup we've had. So Hansberry and Lanier back on the floor. This also might be our most watched game so far of the tournament. That part I'm not surprised about. So Lanier splits a double. Crosses with 1 minute. Bell catches, gives it up. Hansberry now. And now they will try to milk some clock here. 49 seconds. Hansberry. Back to Lanier. Now Lanier with Rhodes out on him. 10-point game. Lanier steps out, wants to isolate with 40. 9 seconds to shoot. Had it tapped away, stolen. Trying to feed it to Thurston, but they're not going to get there. Out of bounds. And it'll be Parkview ball with 33.2, and that might be about it. What an effort, though, by Arkansas High here. A timeout. So it'll be a timeout, Patriots. But a great effort here out of Texarkana in this one, as we've not had any of these first-round games end within 10. This one has a chance. Either way, still the closest game we've had so far here from the first 2 days. Next game up will be girls action, as the 2-seed Little Rock Christian from the Central will do battle with the 3-seed Sheridan Lady Yellow Jackets from the South. Get to see Arkansas Razorback commit, as well as nominee for Gatorade Player of the Year, Whitley Rogers. Of course, Jacob Lanier, McDonald's All-American nominee, did not make the roster, but highly prestigious honor for Lanier in this one. So Lanier with it, tapped, gives it up to Hansberry. 19 seconds. Doesn't look like Arkansas High wants to foul. They've thrown in the white towel, as now Lanier driving, and a 30-piece for Lanier. And that do it. Ward will fire a 3. Doesn't go, and that'll do it. So the Patriots will advance to the second round.
Final score here of our second game today. The Arkansas Razorbacks 59. Your Parkview Patriots 71.
71-59 win by the Parkview Patriots, as we await Tristan Harlan, as he'll be down with Coach Jason Harrison, as well as our player of the game. Player of the game today going to be Jacob Lanier, 31 for Jacob in this one, and a huge second half. As he had 14 in the third. And again, a game that Parkview controlled for the most part, outside of a few runs out of Texarkana. A great run there late to get this thing. I had a chance to get it down to 6, but we're unable to hit a couple of shots, and so Parkview turned it on. So we await Coach Harrison to make his way over. And now down to Tristan Harlan.
Post game, Coach, of course, you guys able to get the win in round 1. What's the message to the team going forward?
Follow the scouting report and play together. I don't think we did a good job of playing together. We showed our inexperience, but, you know, at the end of the day, we got a W. So we're not going to apologize for the W. The first game is always hard, especially with an inexperienced group. So we're going to watch the film, get back to the drawing board, and have a great practice tomorrow.
Jacob, you had over 30 points in this one. What went into the mental preparation for this game?
Man, just knowing that, man, I belong here. You know, we prepared a lot as a team. We prepared a lot for this moment, for these moments, and I mean, just knowing the preparation that comes with it, that's what gives me confidence.
All right, Coach, you guys were able to make some halftime adjustments. Arkansas still kind of kept it closer than probably what you wanted it. What was the message in the locker room at halftime?
Man, that we had to come out here and play better defense and rebound. And I knew they were going to kind of muck the game up. We didn't do a good job of rebounding or executing defensively, but, you know, an inexperienced team again in the postseason, them learning how to win. So being able to get – it's good to get a victory in a learning situation instead of a loss, right? So, man, we're going to go back here and talk. We're going to talk later on tonight, and we're going to get refocused, try to win the game Friday.
All right, and Jacob, on the court, leader, what's the message to your team ahead of the second round?
The message is, man, just bring energy, just win. Just this win stays here. You know, we had another game Friday. We got another game after that, and we got another game after that. So just continue to build up to win, but stay humble. Stay ready.
Well, guys, congratulations on your win. We'll see you in round 2. Steve, back up to you.
All right, appreciate it, Tristan. Good job down there with our player of the game, as well as head coach Jason Harrison. So that's going to do it for us here for our second game of the day. Up next will be Little Rock Christian in battle with the Sheridan Lady Yellow Jackets. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back in roughly, we'll say, 8 minutes here on the Natural State Sports Network. You're watching the 5A State Basketball Tournament, brought to you by ASU BB as well as UAMS.